And we're recording. All right. Hello, parents of Advanced English 9 students. I'm Miss Kellett, and joining me is Miss Ross.
Hello, I'm Miss Ross.
And we are going to present this together through Zoom. We're separate from each other. This is our presentation. You'll notice it at the bottom of the screen. You can actually type this link into your phone or computer, and you will be able to access the slideshow. Once you access the slideshow, you can click on any of these links to see any of those resources as well, including our syllabus, which is like a more in-depth version of what we're going to talk about today. The bell schedule, there won't be bells ringing, but there will be a schedule. Resources available to students for mental health and other things they might need, this video presentation, and then also the guidelines that Morgan Hill Unified has sent out for parents and students for distance learning. We're really looking forward to working with your students this year. We're going to tell you a little bit about us, and then we'll tell you a little bit about the class. I don't know if they're going to be, I don't know where our faces are going to pop up, but hopefully you can see the slides. I am Miss Kellett. I actually grew up in Morgan Hill and graduated from Sobrato, so now I'm teaching there, which is, yeah, it's fun. I got my bachelor's in English from San Jose State, and then I also got my master's and my teaching credential in education from UC Santa Cruz. I am learning the ukulele and guitar slowly, and I'm also taking Spanish classes at the San Jose Learning Center. And I'm learning Hawaiian on an app on your phone called Duolingo. So I'm enjoying learning languages and instruments. And then over the summer, I got to spend a lot of time reading because I was not traveling. And I also planted a small garden on my apartment balcony that's pictured there. You can contact me by emailing me. You can also text or call the number that's there. And I also have an Instagram account for teaching if you would like to follow me, just for fun, not really for communication. With phone calls, texts, and emails, I do try to respond within 48 hours as best I can. Teachers at Sobrato don't have a prep period every day, so sometimes it takes us a little bit longer to get back to people communication-wise.
Hello again, I'm Miss Ross, and I am super excited to be working with Miss Kellett in the English class. A little bit about myself. I went to California Baptist University. I graduated with my BA in teaching credential. I earned my special education credential at San Jose State University. And I have my master's and admin credential from National University. I've been teaching for about 30 years. I've taught all grades, preschool through 12th grade. And I've been specializing in special education for about 25 years. I had a nice, relaxing summer. We didn't do much, but I had fun watching my grandkids and fishing. And we caught a lot of catfish and crappie. Oh, my contact information you can see there is Ross with 3 S's at Morgan Hill Unified School District. That is the phone number to the school, and that's my extension. I will be checking my emails regularly. Again, within 24 hours, I try to respond to emails and phone calls. And then when you call the school, the phone will be forwarded to my cell phone. So I'll be able to get them instantly. So feel free to call the school number as well.
That's fancy. I'm going to have to set that up for myself too.
Yes.
All right, so this is Advanced English 9. First period has 2 teachers, so we are both here to help any student who requests help from any of us. And we're just here to support like a variety of learning styles and needs. So some of the skills that we're going to be covering in English 9 are literary analysis. So we'll be talking about figurative language, sensory language, character analysis, and theme. We'll be doing some analysis writing, so taking what we've analyzed in literature and writing about it, elaborating and explaining how evidence is connected to our thesis statement. We really encourage and work on revision skills in the English department. So looking at, you know, what did I write the first time and how can I make it more clear? How can I explain my thoughts more clearly? We'll be reading and annotating, so marking up the text, taking notes on the text as a way of like diving deeper into the text. And we'll also be practicing discussion skills. So having small group discussions in order to deepen our understanding of our text and the concepts that we're learning. And then this is also a list of the texts that we'll be covering this year in English 9. Reading's gonna go a little bit differently this year because we're not in person, but we're gonna do our best to get the text to students in the form that they need it. This is the grading policy for our class. So we believe that a student's grade should reflect their mastery of the Common Core State Standards. So as you'll see, between the reading and writing skills and the speaking and listening skills, which are standards, that's 85% of their grade. So the reading and writing skills section of the grade book is 60% of the grade. And it includes paragraphs, essays, and projects. It's usually graded on a rubric. And if the rubric has 3 skills that we're practicing, in Aries, you're going to see 3 different assignments, 1 assignment for each skill, so that students can look at each assignment and say, okay, I'm doing well with stating a theme, but I need to practice identifying evidence more clearly. So within 1 assignment, you might see in Aries 3 different scores. In this category, we do accept late work and revised work up until 2 weeks before the end of the semester for full credit, because we believe that if a student needs more time to master that skill, then they shouldn't be penalized for that. Next, the speaking and listening skills category is 25% of their grade. It includes seminars, presentations, and other exercises. And if it's missed, the student is responsible for contacting the teacher to make up that assignment. And then finally, the work completion category is 15% of their grade. It is small classwork and homework assignments, not usually graded on a rubric, and it can be turned in late, but we usually hold a deadline for late work in this category for small classwork and homework assignments as 1 week after it's due with a late penalty. We're willing to work with students to be a little bit more flexible, especially since we're distance learning right now. But in general, that's our rule of thumb. And then finally, because we allow full credit revisions in the biggest sections of the gradebook, we do not offer extra credit. We would rather students go back and revise their work.
Some of the materials that the students will be needing is their Chromebook, fully charged, which they are provided the Chromebook through the school. It would be recommended to get a notebook or lined paper and a binder, black and blue pens, sticky notes so that we can annotate the books with their notes. The small size 2x2 are fine. A designated folder just for the English 9 or a binder so that it's easily to find all the materials for the English 9 and not stuck in with all the other classes. Highlighters, 3 different colors, and then your independent reading book that you have chosen. And if you need help with that, we can help you find the book that you need.
Absolutely. And if you're having trouble finding any materials, we're happy to help you find those as well. If there is anything that you need that you can usually get from school, we're happy to like find it for you and put it in your locker so that you can come and pick it up. No touch pickup. All right, I wanted to talk a little bit about the independent reading project. It's gonna be a little bit different this year because usually we go with students to our school library to pick out books, but that is not going to be possible. So here's kind of some guidelines. If you click on this link right here, or I guess if you type it into your phone, you will be able to see the independent reading project. So basically, we're going to ask students to select a book by August 19th and then have the book ready to read either in your hands or on your device by August 26th. And then we're going to ask that your book be read by September 25th. We will have time in class to read. And then you're going to have a small project on the book that will be due October 5th. The students will. So our goal for our students, we decided to start with independent reading instead of a class novel because we really want to make sure that they get the chance to read something that they're going to enjoy. We want them to practice reading longer texts over an extended amount of time. And we think that when they enjoy the text, that will help them build the skill more quickly and easily. And then we also are going to be asking them to practice skills that we learn in class independently with their book. So for finding a book, there is a recommended reading list. If you type in this link right here to your phone, students can scroll through the list. They can purchase the book if they would like, either hard copy or ebook. The public library also allows you to get an e-card, and you can actually like check out a book online and use it on your device. And if those options aren't working for you, you can also contact us for help, and we will help you find a book. We are able to access our school library, but we just need to figure out how to drop it off in your locker for you. And yeah, so we can help you find the book that you're looking for. Just let us know. Okay.
Here are some ways that you can support your student. Remember to check in with your student daily about their classrooms that they're attending. Have them check their emails daily as well. You can make sure that they're actively engaged in their Zoom lessons by taking notes or typing or talking. And then the use of tutorial time is very important. There's tutorial every day from 2:10 to 3 o'clock. So you can be discussing with your student where they're going to spend their time each day in tutorial. You can be asking them what assignments are coming up, what classes are they going to go to for tutorial, and make sure that they have a quiet place to study, to do their homework, away from any phones, games, and TV. Learn who the assistant principal and the counselors are for your student so that you can get to know them. They are a huge help. They love helping. They love hearing from the students. So be in contact with them. And you can find the AP and counselors by going to that tiny URL, or you can visit the school website at sobrato.mhusd.org.
It's a tongue twister. Awesome. So here are some resources. Again, if you go to this tiny URL, you can actually look at the slideshow and click on these links that are listed. We have your assistant principal and counselors, the syllabus, the bell schedule, resources for students, mental health related, guidelines for parents from the district, all different kinds of things that I've already talked about are available for you there. And then finally, we would like to ask if you are willing or interested in giving us a little bit more information about your student. So if you would like to answer any of the questions that are listed on the screen, we would love it if you could take the parent survey. So if you go to this link right here, you could type it into your phone or your computer. It will take you to a survey where you can give us a little bit more information about your student, what works for them, what are they interested in, and a few other questions. Okay, I believe that is the last slide. Thank you all for watching the presentation, and we're really looking forward to getting to know your students.
It's going to be a fun, exciting, different year.
Absolutely. We'll talk to you all soon.